this. White actors and actresses voicing non-white characters. One of the big stories was Mike Henry, the voice of Cleveland. 20 years?
Something like that. Has Family Guy been on for that long? Can you believe that show? I can't. That show should probably just
20
stop
years ago
going.
is what, 2000, right?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Let me just read this.
Math
tweet.
wasn't my.
If my maths are right.
Let me just read this tweet real quick, and then I'll throw it over to you guys. He tweeted out, "It's been an honor to play Cleveland on Family Guy for 20 years. I love this character, but persons of color should play characters of color. Therefore, I will be stepping down from the role." Nile.
Nile, go.
As the only black man
As a
in this
spokesperson
group,
for all black people in the world.
Well,
it is your. You have the floor.
no, but
sir.
seriously, I know you have strong opinions on this.
I mean,
Do you?
I don't.
Not on this one.
Damn
just
it!
ignore-
Why? I give you the lead in. Okay, I know you have no opinion on
I
it.
have something to say. I have opinion. It's just like, it's not like
It's
I'm
not-
passionate about it.
It's not at the top of your list.
It's not. Like, I just think it's annoying. Mike, no one asked you to leave, bro. Like, I get it. The Black Lives Matter thing is big. Like, everyone's protesting. Like, people, of all walks of life, they're trying to make causes to contribute to against racism. I get it. And you might have benefited from, I guess, racist ideas of not having a real black guy play Cleveland. But that conversation should have been had 20 years ago when you sign up for the job. Everyone knows you for Cleveland. Yeah. Sorry, I'm spitting. Stay here. Yeah. Go back to Cleveland, because the next black guy who's going to come, he's going to be shitted on. People are going to be like, I don't like you. I don't care if you're black. You're not Cleveland.
Can I add this in real quick? Do you, just the outside, because I don't watch a lot of it, but it just seems like he had.
You know who the character is, though, right?
I know who he is.
Yeah.
Jenny Slate. I'll just add in Jenny Slate pulled out of voicing the black character on Big Mouth, Apple Central Park as well, which is on Apple, Simpsons as well. They're recasting with characters of color. But I get what you're basically saying.
Kinda,
but
No,
I was just going to say that I think he had good intentions. I think his intent was good, right? His intention was good.
Or is it just him avoiding controversy?
I don't know, because was he getting controversy?
No, but other people are.
He's about to, bro.
There's recently been this weird uptick on YouTubers. You see these YouTubers who have been called out.
Shane Dawson?
Shane Dawson is a big one.
All of them. Mm-hmm.
Jenna Marbles, who's been on YouTube for a long time, quit YouTube because of she did blackface because she did a video making fun of Nicki Minaj.
What
she didn't. I
gotta see it.
Listen, obvious.
Hey guys,
it's like Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah. Jimmy
Both of them did it.
Oh,
but
God.
But Jimmy
Why
Kimmel
is blackface such a thing? Like, who would want to do that?
Is there? This is touchy, right? Is there a difference? Because the
only blackface that I was cool with was Robert Downey Jr. in Tropical Thunder.
That's different.
I know it's different.
Yeah,
I don't know why
that's why it's great.
But we all are cool with this.
Well, that's different though, because they knew they were doing it, and they were doing it as a spoof of people who do it seriously.
Let me ask you this:
there's levels to it, and there's context to that one. I'll defend that one.
When you hear stories, like that of people making, let's just call a spade, they're making mistakes in the past, years ago. Do you forgive them? Would you forgive them?
It depends what it is, man. It depends on how they move. Like, since that time, I gotta see growth. From my knowledge, I don't know. Some people have a hard time growing, especially when they're making a lot of money already. Like, they have a lot of yes men and people who actually don't correct their bullshit. So, but just to go back on Mike Henry, he didn't have that situation. It's not like, I would understand if there was like a video 10 years ago of him saying an N-word everywhere.
He volunteered it, man.
Yeah, I get it. You should step down because it's really disrespectful. You're playing a black guy and somehow you're a freaking racist. But that's not the case.
Here's the thing. I like to think that most people are good. I'm just going to say that maybe he's just trying to be a good person and do the best he can. And just, he kind of, maybe it took the political climate and the racial climate that we're in for him to realize what's going on. And he said, you know what? I should not be doing this.
And especially, and that makes sense. And especially at the time of when he was casted, this isn't something that people thought about at the time. Not white people.
But I
not
will
people
say,
who are making shows.
I think this is cool because I think that if you're Asian or Indian, they should have an Asian Indian person voicing, and conversely, a black person should be voicing black character, right?
Sure, yes.
That's the way it should be.
So
be great.
where do you think it lands of like comedic satire or comedic, what's the word? Like characterizations of people, right? So I think of like SNL, right? They have multiple characters and they make fun of real people and they dress up like them. Like, is there a different spot for that? Like, I get the having a black character should be voiced or played by a black person, but if someone's making fun of, I don't know, do you think there's a different line of satire and different things to do it?
I think it's tricky because
and intent is a big deal, right?
Yeah, I think it depends on it depends on the intent and the context of what they're producing. But I think like
the Jimmy Kimmel thing,
right?
He was making fun of a basketball player. I don't know basketball. I don't know who it was, and it was an ongoing bit because the basketball player had he's just making fun of him, not making fun of him as a black guy, but just him as a person and just doing an imitation of it. Is that?
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
That's a tough. Why don't we try it, man? Why don't you pretend
I think,
I'll be black and you'll be Asian.
Okay,
Talk
this
about
is the thing.
I don't think that's a good idea.
All right, I think because American films historically have been known to make fun of black people.
Oh yeah,
and
other race just other races in general.
I mean, other races in
Asian
general,
people too,
but
bro.
baseline.
Have you seen Breakfast at Tiffany's?
No.
What?
That's an old movie, right?
But
Yeah, it's an old
baseline.
movie. Watch Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Is it really racial?
There's a character, I forget who plays him, is an Asian guy played by a white guy.
Let me guess.
Very
Are we
racist.
And we look terrible.
It's pretty bad.
We get picked on the most. I'm going to tell you this right now.
I don't.
We get picked on the most. No,
man.
and like
You can't
as far
say
as
that. You can't say
no,
that.
no, I'm not. I'm talking about just as far as being I don't know the word I'm looking for, clowns, buffoons. You know what I mean?
Characterization of
Yeah,
Asian people.
we're not looked upon. Predominantly, we're looked upon as.
I think what you're talking about is more recent, but the black.
Look,
we've never been the cool guys or the cool girls or the cool guys.
What
really.
cool guys really are black people? Black people, if you're talking about in film, we're playing hood dudes.
I
and
see what you're
shit.
saying. The casting part.
Yeah,
But at least you're in films, bro. We're not in any films except for what's that movie that came out? The freaking Crazy Rich Asians, which to me,
That was pretty good.
You thought it was pretty good?
That was a good
It was alright.
movie.
It was a fun movie. It was cute. The better one with Ali.
I
Wong.
don't like the title Crazy Rich Asians because number one, they're not all rich, and then it just it
that
paints a
family was
stereotype.
rich.
I just don't. I thought it was
about a family.
It was about a family of
rich
crazy rich Asians. It's not saying all Asians are rich.
I watched it, but I don't like the way it's depicted. We were depicted. I'm being honest with you.
hey,
Okay. Anyway, look.
That's fair.
Just
That's fair.
off of what we talked about is
Sure.
blackfishing. That historically was started on black people. Even before film, they did minstrel shows and put blackface and red lipstick on to make fun of black people.
Okay.
If that history
That I
was
don't know.
not there in America, blackfishing would not be bad. It would be a funny thing they would use, like a Jimmy Kimmel situation. That would make sense. But because of historically white people in film have been known to, we're just going to do this because we like making fun of black people subliminally. That's what we'll do. So that's why blackfishing is so bad right now, because of historically. So anything that happened for Asians, that's very new because immigration, we know, largely came after 1960s.
Yeah. See, you're look. You're much smarter than me when it comes to that. I just don't think
Before that,
when
too,
we talk about
for the record.
blackfishing and blackface, you're speaking to someone that just doesn't. I can't even think like that. I don't even know. I know what you're saying, but I don't even think like that. So it's I can't even absorb it. You know what
All
I
I
mean?
know is that
people think like that and they do that. That's
right. I think this is what I think. Just in general, on a solution or maybe a way to move forward. That's our goal, right?
Yeah.
That's what everyone wants to do. Everyone wants to do something. Well, first of all, I don't want white people to be feel guilty about being white. I think right now, because of everything's going on, white people are legit guilty.
Yeah.
Low key,
they probably feel some
I
type
had
of
a
way.
friend. This is a great guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but on Juneteenth he sent me $50.
Wow.
No, man.
That's bizarre.
Okay, no, I'm
It's
sorry.
sincere.
No, terrible.
Look,
That's
it's
weird.
bizarre, but it's
That's
sincere.
weird.
So that's what I think about Mike Henry. It's bizarre, but he's trying to be sincere.
trying to do the right thing, man.
He's trying to figure out what the hell to do. So
Intentions.
black people,
That's a
our
weird
goal.
thing to do.
We
Do you
got.
think he sent $50 to every black person he knows?
I don't know how much black people he knows.
I was gonna say, are you the only one he knows? So he sent you $50.
All I know is that we're good friends. Like, you know, and I sent it back to him. I said, bro, I can't take this money.
You're a bigger man than me.
I'm like, I just don't think it's
I'd have
right.
been like,
Maybe if he like instead bought an album of mine, like something I already have out there in space to support black artists, but like kind of sending it to me almost like, oh, you know, like we want like reparations specifically from white people.
Yeah.
We want it from the U.S. government. So what I told him, I sent him some books. I sent him a book like, yo, read this, study this. Support reparations and closing the racial wealth gap, because the reason why we are having these conversations, the reason why black people have not been able to get in these spaces and compete with white people and are not able to play black characters is because we have been bottom casted by our U.S. government, starting from slavery to Jim Crow to now. So what I would tell white people, support policies that are going to close the racial wealth gap and create a more competitive environment for like black people to be independent economically. And, you know, moving forward, maybe like when you are offered jobs and there's a black person, if you want to turn it down, I get it. I think that they're going to just not hire you and just hire another white person, because obviously their intentions were to. So but I think that just moving forward, support reparations, support Black Agenda. I'm telling you, it's better. We don't care about you dropping out of Family Guy.
Nile 2028.
I love everything you just said, man. I love it when you say intentions. I think that's really what I also love the fact you say that.
Yes.
Those are my intentions.
So, but yeah, great. There's great people. My friend.
Very well said, sir.
Really appreciate him.
All right, let's get into some personal.
And, he can send me $50 too, by the way.
He's like, I'm just trying to do what I can. I'm like, bro.
I think he came out of the goodness of his heart.
Yeah, no,
you know,
it really.
he
I
doesn't have
felt
the
it,
background.
but he doesn't
Right.
because he doesn't have enough knowledge. He doesn't know
Right.
what to do. So I'm trying to give him a direction.
Right.
So
I'm getting knowledge right now, bro. Thank you.